Hey everyone, today I'm reviewing the fourth book in the Goosebumps Hall of Horror series, Why I Quit Zombie School. So this one is basically about our main character, Matt. He goes to a boarding school, and we're not really given a reason why. He just is sent to this boarding school. He's dropped off by his parents, and after he spends his first day at the boarding school, he realizes that everyone there is zombies. So he figures out that he's the only living human there, and he realizes he has to try to fit in to blend in with the rest of them. The others don't realize that he's a human. So a lot of the book is him trying to blend in and fool everyone into thinking he's a zombie too. It's not really clearly stated what will happen if they do find out, but being that they're zombies and he's a human, I think it's pretty clear. So he does try to convince his parents at one point to take him back home. He calls them up on the phone. Of course, they don't believe him. So he's kind of stuck at this zombie school. And yeah, a lot of the book is just him pretending to be a zombie, trying to act like one to blend in with all the other kids, and him witnessing all of these weird traditions and things that they do at the zombie school, and him trying to come up with a way to escape the school as well. So that's pretty much what this book is about. Um, there's a lot of attempted suspense and tension in this book. A lot of the other kids in school are overly menacing towards him and suspicious of him, but the suspense for me did not really work. What this book really has going for it, and the book's only strong point in my opinion, is the humor aspect of it. So R.L. Stine really does play off of the zombie theme with this one. There's a lot of body horror, slapstick comedy. There's just a lot of funny descriptions of like body parts and things like that coming off, and really silly moments that are very just comical and kind of gross at the same time. So yeah, there's a lot of humor in this book, and I feel like it's really the only strong point of this book. So yeah, the suspense just did not work for me at all in it. There's some inconsistencies with the rules of the zombies, how they act, and the certain things that they do, and how in some moments they're really suspicious of our main character Matt, and then others they're not suspicious of him at all. It's just very back and forth, and also this book kind of has a lighthearted tone to it, which is weird. It feels a lot different than the previous Hall of Horrors books, which were all a little bit darker. Even though this one does have some more graphic descriptions of body horror, it just feels a little bit more lighthearted. And with the goofy plot and inconsistencies and everything, I just couldn't really take this one seriously. So really all I got out of this entertainment wise was some of the comedy. I liked some of the humor in it. Some of the humor was a little bit annoying. It was just a little bit too childish for me. But there were some moments that actually made me laugh. Even though most of the humor in here is kind of slapstick type stuff, are actually a few clever jokes in here, and also a couple references to famous horror movie directors, which I thought was cool, but the references were also very obvious. It would have been cooler to have those references be a little bit more subtle, in my opinion. But yeah, it was cool that they were in there nonetheless. Aside from that, the plot it's something that's been done before in Goosebumps books. It's been done better in previous books. This one reminds me a little bit of Creature Teacher. It's a little bit similar. The twist endings we get here are very cliche and predictable. Doesn't really do much for the story. It's also very abrupt. It ends really quickly. The resolution is very simple, and with the resolution, it makes you think, why did our main character Matt have to go through all of that to begin with if the resolution was as simple as it was? No spoilers or anything, but I just didn't like how it ended. The ending wasn't bad. It just was very cheap and a quick, like, easy ending. And there really wasn't much suspense to begin with. Like I said, I didn't really care what happened to him all that much or what the outcome of the story was. So yeah, guys, I really don't have a lot else to say about this book. To me, this is just a Goosebumps book that you don't take too seriously. I got some entertainment out of it. I enjoyed some of the humor in here. I had fun reading it, but I don't think it's a very good Goosebumps book. Again, it's kind of another recycled idea. It's something that's been done better in other Goosebumps books. So yeah, if you're willing to just kind of suspend your disbelief and have some fun, this is a good Goosebumps book to do that with, but it's not a very good book, in my opinion. So if I had to rate this one from 1 to 5 stars, I would probably give this probably a 2.5 out of 5 stars, to be honest. I don't really feel quite generous enough to give it 3 stars, just because, like I said, it's really not that good of a book. It's got some funny moments in it that kind of make it worth reading, in my opinion. So yeah, that's about all I have to say for this one, guys. So I'm almost finished with my Hall of Horrors read through and ranking video, so stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.